So we've been getting some crazy reveals about the plan for the Avengers movies. And in the midst of that, I stumbled upon a theory that's so cool. And not only is it so freaking cool, but the more I thought about it, the more I was like, dude, this actually lines up with a lot of the other rumors and the reports that we've been getting recently. It seems like this could actually be the plan. I think Avengers 5 might be titled Avengers Eternity War, and it might end with the Beyonder Kang destroying Eternity. So let's get into this. And right off the bat, I have to shout out Cosmic Wonder. Warren did a video about this sometime last week, and some people in my chat had alerted me to this. They were like, dude, you got to check out this video by Warren. And in the video, he's talking about Eternity Wars, and he's making the case that Avengers 5 will be Eternity War. Now, part of the reason that Warren believes this is because in the Eternity War comic, there's a character known as the First Firmament, who's basically like the embodiment of the very first universe before there was a multiverse, and this dude didn't want there to be a multiverse. But in the Eternity War comic book, this guy destroys eternity, and all the space between each universe is destroyed. And what that means is the entire multiverse becomes one singular universe. Now, let me explain to you why I think this is actually going to happen, and it changes what I originally thought was going to be happening with Eternity War. You see, the whole reason that people are talking about Eternity War is because it was something that Marvel Studios filed a trademark for around the time they filed for Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers the Kang Dynasty and Nomad and a ton of different things. And originally, I thought Avengers Eternity War was going to be the secret third movie of this series of Avengers films that was going to start with Avengers 5. And then later on, when it was revealed that Marvel Studios is looking to do a soft reboot after Avengers Secret Wars, I was even more convinced that there will be an Avengers Eternity War that happens after Secret War. But then I remembered something all the way back to when the Marvel Studios spoiler subreddit was first shut down by Kevin Feige in the wake of the Ant-Man Quantumania leaks, which is like a whole thing, but many of you already know what I'm talking about. The biggest spoiler subreddit about Marvel was shut down because Kevin Feige had subpoenaed Reddit to try to find the identity of one of the leakers who had kind of messed up and leaked actual copywritten stuff, mainly the subtitles for that movie. Anyway, the point is, before that subreddit got shut down, there was a massive info dump. And I remember so many crazy scoops and leaks came out during that time. And a lot of them have now been proven to be correct. And one of the things that was in that big group of scoops was mention of a Battleworld saga. This being the idea that Marvel Studios would make projects like movies and Disney Plus shows that would exist on Battleworld, which is still something that people think is going to happen. But the point is, in that old group of leaks, it referred to Battleworld as the Battleworld Universe. The Battleworld Universe. Super weird. I remember hearing it and being like, what does that even mean? It's all going to be a universe of Battleworld? So maybe instead of everything being jammed together on a single planet, it'll be one universe that has all the universes in it? Something like that, maybe? And then when I was thinking about what Warren said about Eternity being destroyed in that Eternity War comic, and then all the universes just becoming one because the space between every universe within the multiverse gets destroyed, and then boom, it's just one big freaking universe that technically is made up of inhabitants from other universes that were separate. I hope this is making sense. And so look, here's the thing. We still believe that Avengers 5 is going to end on a note in which a lot of the Avengers, quote unquote, lose, and Kang, or the Beyonder Kang, sets up Battleworld. And we also know that the first movie, Avengers 5, is very likely to focus on a lot of multiversal villains, and the story might be grounded, right? This is coming from Alex Perez at the Cosmic Circus. He is saying that Marvel wants to do other villains from the multiverse before they tackle Kang again. And he's also mentioned that Avengers 5 is going to be grounded with multiversal elements. Well, I think those two statements go together, and you're really talking about multiversal villains coming in to fight people on the ground in Avengers 5. And we also have heard that Avengers 5 is going to have 65 freaking Marvel characters, so it's going to be an ensemble, right? It is going to use vignettes. It's likely to jump around the universe, maybe even jump into other universes and explore a grounded scenario where different heroes have to fight against other multiversal villains. That's kind of what I think is being said to us between the lines. And you see, I've always thought that there needs to be some kind of ticking time bomb for this movie because it's kind of modeling Infinity War, right? Infinity War seems to be the model for Avengers 5 as opposed to Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron, because Infinity War was a big ensemble cast that used vignettes. You get what I'm saying. But the magic of Infinity War had to do with the fact that Thanos was trying to assemble all of the stones and snap. That is the thing, the ticking time bomb, the tension creator for that. And so there has to be something that the Avengers and the different heroes in this movie are being distracted from. And I've been kind of racking my brain trying to figure out what that could be, but it seems like this is the perfect scenario. It's likely the case that the Beyonder Kang will be trying to kill Eternity to destroy all the space between the universes to create a singular universe that's kind of like the multiverse all just mashed together. And it's likely the case that Avengers 5 will have as one of its storylines the Avengers being aware of this and trying to stop Beyonder Kang, as they also have to deal with other multiversal villains getting in their way. And I think it would be freaking awesome if some of these villains were promised part of Beyonder Kang's domain, and that's why they're attacking the different Avengers within different universes. This could also be how we get Monica Rambeau and Fox X-Men universes with the 616 Avengers, because it's all just one universe now. And going back to the stuff about the actual trademarks, Marvel Studios has renewed the trademark for Avengers Eternity War. So Marvel's going to use that title somewhere. It could be the case that it's still a secret third Avengers movie, like maybe Avengers 5 is really Secret Wars prelude, and then you get Secret Wars, and then you get Secret Wars Part 2, which is actually Eternity War. But this new theory lines up with all the things I think they need to do in Avengers 5. It lines up with all the different scoops, leaks, and reports that we've heard so far, so I think it could be real. And I've got to know what you guys think about this, so let me know in the comment section below. You think this is actually real, or you think this is just like a crazy fan theory? Let me know. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.